How do I fail a sleep apnea test? If you're wondering how someone might fail a sleep apnea test, it's important to understand that these tests are designed to be as accurate as possible. Here's what you need to know. First, sleep apnea tests can be conducted either in a lab or at home. In-lab tests, known as polysomnography, PSG, are more comprehensive and monitor various aspects of your sleep, including brain waves, heart rate, and breathing patterns. Home sleep tests, on the other hand, are simpler and typically measure fewer parameters, such as nasal flow, thoracic and abdominal movements, blood oxygen saturation, snoring, and body position. To fail a sleep apnea test, it's not about intentionally trying to manipulate the results, but rather understanding the factors that can lead to technical or clinical failures. Here are some key points. Technical failures. These can occur due to issues with the recording devices. For example, defects in the recording device can cause a failure rate of about 4.4% in home sleep tests. This means if the device malfunctions, the test might not capture the necessary data, leading to a failure. Subject-related factors. Subject-related reasons can also cause failures. This includes things like the subject not sleeping for the required amount of time, usually at least 4 hours, or if the signals from the devices are not intelligible for at least 80% of the night. For instance, if you sleep only 3 hours and 50 minutes, or if there are problems with the snoring sensor or respiratory belts, the test might be considered unsuccessful. Environmental factors. Environmental conditions at home can also affect the test. Having small children or pets, sharing a bed with someone, or working irregular hours do not statistically increase the failure rate, but they could potentially disrupt the test if they interfere with the equipment or your sleep. Clinical reliability. Even if a test has some technical issues, it can still be considered clinically reliable if the available data shows moderate or severe sleep apnea. For example, if the oximeter signal fails but other data indicates severe sleep apnea, the test might still be used for diagnosis. It's also important to note that attempting to cheat on a sleep apnea test is not feasible. Sleep studies are highly monitored, and the equipment is designed to detect various stages of sleep and breathing patterns accurately. Trying to manipulate the results would not only be unethical, but also ineffective. In summary, failing a sleep apnea test is more about the technical and environmental factors that can disrupt the test rather than any intentional actions. Understanding these factors can help you prepare better for the test and ensure accurate results.